Enchanted Tiki Talk is brought to you by Kingdom Strollers. Our premium stroller and crib rentals are delivered straight to your Disney or Orlando area resort. It couldn't be easier. Book yours at kingdomstrollers.com. And Mouse Pros. Let our travel specialist plan your next vacation. Our concierge level service gives you the perfect hassle-free vacation. Get your free quote from Sean or any of our magical agents at mousepros.com. And now, it's show time!
In the tiki 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 hut, in the tiki 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 hut, all the birds talk Disney and the listeners swoon. In the tiki 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 hut, welcome to our enchanted hideaway, you lucky people, you. If you weren't listening starting right away, we'd be out of an audience too. In the tiki 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 hut, in the tiki 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 hut, in the tiki 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 hut, in the tiki 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 hut.
Hello everybody and welcome to Enchanted Tiki Talk. We are back and we're ringing a bell and we're on the mic while the fly girls yell, yeah.
Where are these fly girls at?
I don't know, I'm looking for them. I'm listening, I don't hear them.
Bueller, anybody?
Yeah, they're not here. Man, oh man.
They must have flew away.
Yes, they must have. Alright, so I don't have much to talk about in the beginning of this episode, but funny story. So the other night we're sitting down getting ready to watch a movie with Connor, right? And we're trying to decide. I showed him the trailer to Spider-Man and he's like, no, I don't want to see that. I was trying to get him to watch a Marvel movie, and then I'm like, all right, how about we watch Ant-Man, because you know Ant-Man's good. So we put Ant-Man on, and there's like a couple curse words in the beginning, and my wife's just like, no, not yet. So we ended up watching the Muppets Take Manhattan instead.
The Spider-Verse was really good, though.
I want to see that.
I'm still not sure. It's not really a kids movie, but it's not. It's kind of like somewhere in between, like Marvel action violence,
right?
And like a Disney animated movie. It's kind of in the middle somewhere, but it was really well done.
Yeah, I want to see it. I'm hoping. At this point, I'll have to wait until it comes out on video. We
caught it, I think, almost in its final week. I mean, it was like a really small theater. It had been out for quite a while.
Right, yeah. All right, so with that, let's take a break, and I'll throw it over to Steve for the news. Steve, take it away.
Hi, Steve from Disney Diary here. This is What's News. We're hearing the new grapefruit parking garage at Disney Springs will open in March. The $58 million project will support parking for an additional 3,000 vehicles. An elevated crosswalk will let guests walk over Buena Vista Drive directly to Disney Springs. And announced this past week, coming to Disney Springs later this year, the Ron Jon Surf Shop. This 10,000 square foot location for this store will be in the new town center near the Polite Pig. When Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opens at Disneyland this June, it'll be the first time alcohol will be sold to the general public at the theme park, and there will be a strict rule. Traditionally, Disneyland has never sold or served alcohol outside of Private Club 33 or other private and special events, but this time there will be alcohol sold at Oga's Cantina in the new 14-acre land that's opening. According to the official Disneyland annual pass holder Twitter account, guests will be required to stay in the new cantina when drinking. Now, this should not be a problem at Hollywood Studios' version at Disney World, since it's quite common to see people walking around with cocktails at the park. Ralph and Vanellope from Ralph Breaks the Internet have moved to a new location in Epcot. They can now be found in the Imagination Institute. A new interdimensional portal has opened, allowing Ralph and Vanellope to step through right into ImageWorks in the Imagination Pavilion. The 11th annual Disney Princess Half Marathon weekend takes place this weekend, with more than 56,000 runners expected to participate. One of the youngest runners who will participate in the kids' races is 7-year-old Isabella Bella Niera from Gainesville, Florida. Bella is one of the youngest patients in the U.S. to have received a heart and lung transplant, and the youngest patient in Florida. Her fight for survival began when she was born at 28 weeks and was on life support for nearly 9 months. Her lungs, kidney, and liver later began failing. She had contracted 4 infections in her lungs, including pneumonia. Despite the odds and over 30 hospital stays, she's overcome the illness. Now, she's going to tackle her first major kids race on Saturday. Finally, the Epcot International Festival of the Arts is winding down. Its last day is February 25th. The park will then take a few days to go into a quick change for the International Flower and Garden Festival, which kicks off March 6th. A reminder, you can reach me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Disney Diary. Have a good week.
Alright, so this week on Enchanted Tiki Talk, we're going to talk about our top 5 things we like to do at the Disney Springs, or downtown, or downtown Disney, as some people like to call it. Alright, so the Disney Springs, hey, it's some people call it a fifth gate, some people call it a money trap, some people call it the next best thing.
And the only place that you can get free chocolate. Still.
Well, that's right, they reversed it.
Yes, they did.
That's right.
After the masses rose up and said, enough's enough. We want our free chocolate.
Yes. Free is for me. All right, so let's talk about the 5 things we like to do at the Springs. Keith, since I did a previous top 5, I want you to take the next top 5 here, starting it off. So let me hear your number 5.
Okay, my number 5 is daytime. I think that
okay.
I know. The daytime is kind of overlooked sometimes because everybody's, at the parks and it is open late. So, they figure once the parks are closed, they can just go and swing over to Springs. But the daytime, especially like first thing, if you catch that first bus over there is nobody there. It's extremely peaceful. It's nice to walk around and look at all the details, at the buildings, architecture. It's just really so. If you don't want, to pay for like a park one day, you can spend the first part of your day at Springs, get some lunch, and then like a pool day or something. But it's really cool to walk around there in the daytime.
What's funny is my number 1 was nighttime at the Springs.
Boy, there's a shock. We're completely opposite.
That's so funny. Yeah, so my thoughts on going at nighttime is, 1, I always love being in Disney at night because for me, that's when everything comes alive. Everything, magic happens at night, especially when you're alone with your loved one. No, I mean, the
family show.
Yes.
Family show. Still.
So at nighttime, it's cooler because a lot of times at the Springs, which is on the day, man, it just feels hot because there's so much stuff that could just reflect the sunlight around you. So many windows, and hot air just gets trapped between the buildings as you're walking through. That's just my experience. Maybe I'm just full of hot air and maybe it's just following me. I don't know. But possible. It is pretty hot, I think. So I like to be there at night because, you've seen the colors, especially when you're walking through like the spring area, and you can see, during the day the water is blue and they have the lighting on, and, the lighting, you have the like the tangled things in the water, the lighting and all that, and the lantern type things in the water,
lanterns,
so,
yeah.
So, it just looks really nice. It's just really well done, and it's very busy at night and it's hard to move. But it just seems more fun, and in some ways a little bit like you can relax a little bit more, I think, sometimes at night there.
So, is that your 5 or 1?
That's number 5.
Oh, okay. And if you go like first thing, it's not as hot.
Right. True.
Either. So, okay. So my 4th choice is World of Disney. It's a one-stop shop for everything that you would possibly want. It's really nice. Had final day. At final night, if you saw something at the parks, you're like, man, I should have bought that. You can just go to World of Disney. It's there. I think that the remodel that they did, it's really, really cool. I was there when it was only like partially done, but the layout is so much better now. And I mean, it's like the biggest Disney store. So I put that at 4 on my list.
Yeah, so this did not make my list. 10 years ago, this probably would have made my list. Not because it's changed, just because it is just so busy and hard for me to really look at things and enjoy what I'm looking at. Because when we were there, even with them redoing the whole thing, it was hard to walk around and look to see what you wanted to get. So I had a hard time try to pick things out, touch things, look at them, because there was just so many people down there.
Well, you just have to learn to just like to move people, man. I mean,
or go first thing in the morning.
Get your shoulders in there and say, "Hey, buddy, move it. This is my shirt."
And the theming, a lot of people were in an uproar how they did not like how it looked inside. I actually liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking back on it, I thought it was good. I thought the theming was good. There seems to be more space, but yet it's just a little bit, it's open more. So, I mean, that's why it feels like there's more space. So, it's still a good shop.
Yep. So, what's your 4, buddy?
Number 4 for me, I forgot I was supposed to tell you, is going to be Raglan Road.
Yes, I love that place.
Yes, Raglan Road. It's got great music. It's got great beer. And the food's not bad either. So, I like going to...
Bread pudding is amazing there. God, it's so good.
I love going there. Even if you're just going to sit outside and eat at Cook's of Dublin and just grab some fish and chips or something and have a drink, that's always enjoyable. If you want to go inside and truly relax, go inside and you can see the Irish step dancers, or you can get some great Irish music happening in there. It's a great place. Raglan Road is like the type of place that if it was close to my house, I'd go there. I wouldn't say every week, but every couple of weeks I'd hang out there.
Well, yeah, it's a little pricey for an every week, kind of a hangout. But the dancers are fantastic in there. The bands are great. It's just a really cool, just like a chill spot to hang out.
Right.
The food there is really good. Yeah, it's just that spot to go and get a beer and chill out. So that's a nice place to go. So I guess for my number 3, it'd be the nighttime entertainment there. Evening time there, it's almost like an outdoor nightclub. They've got all kinds of bands and DJs, like freestylists that are there rapping and interacting with your guests, and they really did a nice job of offering free entertainment. It's a showcase for artists and bands there. It's really fun. I mean, you just also walk by and hear it and stop and watch. I mean, it's one of the, like Sean said too, it's almost like Pandora. It's got a whole different vibe at night and stuff. But the entertainment there is really cool. So that is my 3rd choice.
I will take your word for it because I have not stopped to see any of the entertainment.
It's past my bedtime.
Yeah, no, it's usually we're in a rush to go somewhere. So, yeah, I'd like to do that. Maybe when Sharon and I are down there. The Epcot closes at 9 the one night. Usually always closes at 9. We have nothing to do that night, so we might end up going down to the Springs for a few hours. So number 3 for me is going to be the Christmas shop there on the west side, I think it is, or no, it's on the not the west side. It's wherever the town center, the town, whatever, it doesn't matter. I enjoy the Christmas shop. I love Christmas time.
Disney part.
Yeah, I love walking through there, checking out what ornaments they have. It's got that smell of like cinnamon and apple, and it's such a great smell in there, and just enjoying taking in the atmosphere. And I like it when it's not too busy, because then I can really enjoy what I'm looking at, which is hard at the Springs. But
right.
Yeah, the Christmas shop is a lot of fun. I try to pick out a new ornament each year, but it's getting harder and harder because it's getting more and more expensive. So Christmas shop is number 3 for me.
Yeah, that's a fun shop to go to. But we kind of found out this year that we have twice as many ornaments as we have space on our tree. So
you know what that means?
We're gonna have to cut a hole in the roof.
Get a second tree.
There's no space for one. But
there's always space, Keith. There's always space.
it's fun to walk around, and even like dead of summer, it's always Christmas time in there, so it's fun. For my number 2 choice would be Chef Art Smith's Homecoming. This has easily become my favorite place to go and eat. The food there is just phenomenal. The fried chicken is to die for. The moonshine cocktails are fantastic. The service could not have been any better. He was extremely, entertaining and fun, and the whole experience. And plus, I love Chef Art Smith. He's a wonderful person as well as he's one of my chef heroes. So, and they do have like a bar there too. So if you don't want, to go and sit down and have like a full meal, there's a nice bar there too. So it's just a fantastic restaurant.
Cool. I have not been to it. I have no plans to go to it. I'd like to try it. It's not something that Sharon wants to eat at.
Sharon.
She doesn't really like fried chicken, so I know I know there is other things on there, but to her it's just like I don't know if I really want to do that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I guess I miss out on it.
Well, then you go where you want to go, and I'll go where I want to go.
Exactly.
Each of you take a kid and go.
No thanks. No kids. All right. So my number 2 is going to be Jacques Lindsay's Hangar Bar. I just love to go in there, hanging out, having a couple of drinks, and it's one of those like I said about Raglan Road, Jacques Lindsay's. For me, sitting inside or sitting outside in the water, that's perfect too. It doesn't matter where I'm sitting there. I just enjoy the atmosphere. I don't know if they've changed the music or not. I don't know if it's still the top pop music, but I just enjoy the vibe at that bar, and their drinks are good.
Yeah, that was actually my number 1. It's just a cool place to hang out. If you're a fan of Indiana Jones, there's a ton of stuff to see, artifacts and stuff that's hanging and in hidden places if you're looking for them. Drinks are well done. Appetizers and stuff are good, but the whole theming of that place is what it sets it apart. It's just a cool place to hang out.
It is. It is a lot of fun. So it's even if you've if you've never been to Disney and hit any of those bars, I think that's it's a top 5 bar to hit up.
Absolutely, yeah. What's your top choice?
My top choice is going to be the Boathouse. The Boathouse seems to be our go-to restaurant for at least one time during our trips that are long enough. We've had Connor's birthday there, and he enjoys it. The kids enjoy eating there. It seems like cast members seem to be really friendly. I love the Gibson burger when I'm eating there. The firecracker shrimp is top-notch. I enjoy that. The drinks are good, and the views are spectacular. This last time we sat outside, and it was November, so it was the last time. Basically, it was the last time of 2018 that we sat outside and had a meal. So, that's great that you could do that in the cooler months up in the north and go down there and eat outside and enjoy your meal. So we enjoy that. We enjoy that aspect of really enjoying what's happening around you, because you get to see other parts of Disney Springs. You get to see people on their boats. You get to see the aqua cars driving around and people coming in and out of those things. So it's a lot of fun. So there's a lot to see. The kids enjoy it. It's a good restaurant for that type of thing, especially when you're sitting outside. Inside a little bit differently, but there's a lot going on to keep the kids entertained.
I have never been.
You should. I think you'd enjoy it.
It sounds fun. I mean, like I've said in previous shows, we mainly do quick service. We try and do one table service a trip. If it's a longer trip, I squeeze in 2. But there's just a ton of other places that we kind of just want to try first before there. But I've heard you swoon about it and stuff, so I think it might just move up our list or something. Because it's really, really nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you really should go there and try the Gibson burger. I think you'd like it a lot. I mean, it is that good.
Baby, you're a fire cracker shrimp. I don't know why that just popped in my head. But
I don't either.
That's weird.
You're a strange guy.
It's been a long day.
All right, so that's going to do it for this week. But first, we want to thank our sponsors, Kingdom Strollers. Get your premium stroller and crib rentals at kingdomstrollers.com. Let the vacation experts at mousepros.com help plan your next perfect vacation. Go to Redbubble. You can connect with us on social media. You can leave us a phone call on the Tiki Talk hotline. That's 256-4MY-TIKI. No one's going to call it. And
Hello.
If you enjoy the show, please take some time, rate us on iTunes 5 stars only. Anything less than that does not compute.
And we shame you.
Yes, shame.
Shame.
You can find me on Twitter. Oh boy, you can find me on Twitter at Woman at Disney Dream. That's one MIN Disney Dream. MouseProVacations.com and MousePros.com.
Is Twitter new? Is that a new version of Twitter?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. You can still find me on the old Twitter, and on Instagram at Dole Whip Daily.
All right. Once again, thank you everybody for joining us again this week. If you like Keith, let him know. He needs some praise.
I do.
You do. You could send it to Keith at Enchanted Tiki Talk. I mean, we don't even get emails on it really anymore. I got a couple emails from people, but not too often.
Once in a while we do.
Yeah.
We like you people.
We like you, just like Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're friends. Okay. Later, people. Alan, take it away.
Thanks for listening this week. For Sean and Keith, I'm Alan, and this has been Enchanted Tiki Talk. Aloha.
Oh, this week in Walt Disney World, Disney has raised their rates 37%. The Twitterverse has gone insane. The complaints are over the roof and through the woods till grandmother's house. Everybody's going to ask her for money to go to the parks. This is incredibly, incredibly crazy for Disney to raise rates this high.
They have installed like a rate tap style instead of just a pass line, so that you can get the true Disney experience. You just walk in, get raped, and keep right on walking.
Also in Walt Disney World news this week, Walt Disney World has charged for using Magical Express. That's right, Disney is now charging you to use Magical Express. It's $37 each way, and it's $50 one way.
And if you want oxygen while on the bus, that's an extra $15.99. And yet we keep going. So what's that say?
Enchanted Tiki Talk has been brought to you by mousepros.com. Let us plan your perfect Disney vacation. And by kingdomstrollers.com for all your premium stroller and crib rental needs. For all of us here, I'm David Benter. Thanks for listening to Enchanted Tiki Talk.